So here it is, the VidiLook compensation plan. It's actually quite a difficult compensation plan to share with people because it's a little bit complex if I'm being honest, but I'm going to do my very best to explain this to you so that you can understand exactly how it works. It is amazingly generous. It's extremely lucrative. Once you start sharing the project and people see the results, naturally they're going to share anyway. I always say it's like going out having an amazing pizza, and when you go back, it's very often that you're going to share that with someone else and say, you know what, I had an amazing pizza. You should definitely go there. If that pizza restaurant was going to give you some kind of free garlic bread for referring their pizza to somebody else, you're going to take the garlic bread, aren't you? And the pizza restaurant are going to be happy because they've got a new client. And the new customer that you referred is going to be happy because they're going to get a delicious pizza. So I've got no issue with it. As long as the person you refer understands what it is that they're getting involved with and the risks, and I think that's really important. So, the first thing in terms of the referral plan is the direct promotion revenue. So it says here, and I'm going to read it, the percentage corresponding to the amount of direct promotion purchased by the player will be rewarded to the user as a direct promotion reward, which increase blah 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 blah. It isn't worded in a very easy to understand way. So I'm just going to explain it to you in my words because, as you can see, trying to decipher what on earth this actually says is a bit of a challenge. So the next slide will really help you with it. So what this is saying is, let's say this bearded guy with the glasses is me, which is funny because I do have a beard and sometimes I wear glasses. So I'm the viewer, I'm A, and I decide to refer someone. And the first person I refer, which is here, number one, is they become a 3-star viewer. So there's 4 levels. They have a 1-star viewer, which costs $50 for a package, 2-star dollar, $150 for a package, 3-star viewer, $500 for a package, and then a 4-star viewer, which is $1,500 for a package. This is saying that if, in this example, you have a 3-star viewer who buys the $500 pack, you will get 10% of this person's package. So it's direct. So you're getting 10% equivalent, not of theirs. It's not them paying you, it's the company rewarding you. You will get 10% of their $500 investment, which is 50%. Now you've decided to refer somebody else. This person, the second person, also buys a $500 package. You now get 15% because they're your second person. The third person, you get 20%. Notice this is going up in increments of 5% until you reach the fifth person in your first line, your direct line. That fifth person takes you up to the maximum, which is 30% direct. You will get 30% of their package. If they bought the $1,500 pack, that means you're going to get 450 USDT instantly in your account. That's not bad at all. If you've got 5 people direct, that's when you start earning the big bucks. So you really want 5 people in your direct line to earn the most. This is a little table that just explains exactly what it is that I said. So the number of direct promoters, that's just number of direct people that you refer underneath you on your layer 1. It does work. You might be thinking, well, what if they don't buy the $500 pack? What if they're only buying a $150 pack or a $50 pack? Do I still get commission? Yeah, you'll still get your 10%, but you need a minimum of 5 direct referees underneath you at the $500 pack or more. They could be 1,500, that would count as well, but it has to be at least the $500 3-star pack. Once you've got 5 of them, then you're starting to get the 30%. That's when the big bucks start rolling in. There's another way of earning. Generation of double revenue. Now, I could read this and you wouldn't understand it. So what this is saying is you actually earn income from your downlines earned revenue. So when your downlines start watching adverts, you get a percentage of it. So your direct, this is me referring somebody directly under me. I get 15% of their daily revenue. So I'm going to use the example that they have they buy the $1,500 pack. That's what they decided to do. And you are going to earn 15% of that daily amount. So 15% of their daily amount, which is $45, by the way, equals, let me just do this now. So we've got $45, $6.75. You will get $6.75 per day on every person who buys the $1,500 pack. Well, you might not have someone who bought the $1,500 pack. What if they bought the 500 where they get $15 a day? Then you will get $2.25 a day in addition to whatever your package is. That's your layer one. Your layer two is if your direct referral refers somebody else, and I'm going to name some names here. I refer John. John buys a package. I earn 15% of John's daily revenue. John then refers Susan. I then get 5% of Susan's daily revenue. But then Susan refers Stephen. And Stephen starts watching adverts, and I get 3% of Stephen's. 15%, 5%, 3%. It doesn't go any lower than that. It's not like your normal MLM where it goes down to like infinite layers, which is almost unsustainable. This only goes down to 3. So that's how that works. What you can also earn is where it says in brackets, and 1% of all coin holdings within 3 generations. Let's say your downline decide not to sell their coins. They just hold them and they're letting them accrue in their wallet, and they build them up every single day. You will earn 0.1% on all of their holdings across all 3 generations per day. So really, if your downlines are holding on to their coins, they're holding on for dear life, and they're not selling, you're going to earn more. And there is a way of increasing that 0.1% as well, and we'll look at that in the next slide. So let's have a quick look at a visual example of how this is working. So this is me. This is John. I get 15% of all the daily advertising revenue of the first generation. So all of John's daily earnings. One more generation for each recommended person up to 3 generations. So here's the example. Here's me and here's John. These are other people. That was John, 15% off of him. And then remember I said John refers Susan. There's Susan. That's John's layer 1. And then Susan refers Stephen. And that's where I get my 3%. So I'm earning 15%, 5%, and 3%. I'm earning 15% on all my layer 1s, all my directs. So this could be Ian and this could be Tracy. And that is how that works. One thing to note, going back to the direct, you must match the level that your direct referral is. So what do I mean by that? If you are only a 1-star viewer, meaning you only bought the $50 pack, and you're referring someone who buys the $1,500 pack, you will not receive all of the commission that you would normally, because you don't match their level. So you need to be a $1,500 pack as well. You need to be a 4-star viewer to receive the revenue from a referred 4-star viewer. You need to have at least the same amount, the same package as the person you're referring. And that is stated in here. You get 7 days to do it. So if you refer someone and they buy a $1,500 pack and you've only got the $500 pack, then you've got 7 days to remedy that by going and buying your $1,500 pack. Then you will get the commission. If you don't, nothing happens. You just don't receive the revenue. That's all. Finally, this is where you start being ranked. Like any good referral program, you need a name. Otherwise, why would you do it? We want to have a rank. We want to be recognized for the work that we've done. So the first rank is, when you reach this, is junior. That's your guild level. That's the word they use, guild. And what that means is you, as a junior, will have to refer at least 10 direct promotions. So that means 10 referrals you need direct. You need at least 10 direct people underneath you. And amongst those 10 referrals, they need to have spent more than, or equal to, or more than 7,000 USDT. So 10 people need to have spent 7,000 USDT. Then you will receive the 3% ad revenue and 0.1% on all of their holdings that they have in their wallet. Notice how this is getting bigger. So the next rank up above from that is intermediate. Now, you don't really have much influence over this at this point because it isn't down to you. You could refer as many people as you want. It depends on the performance of your downline. So you need to have, to qualify for an intermediate, 3 of your referrals need to be ranked at the rank of junior. So it's not just you doing the hard work, your team need to do the hard work as well. Otherwise, you are not going to reach that rank. There is no subscription performance here, so they haven't got to spend anything, but they would have spent quite a lot anyway, or turned over amongst their team a lot, because they wouldn't be a junior guild otherwise, because they have to have turned over 7,000. So the fact that you have to have 3 of those beneath you, that's 21,000 immediately in your structure. That daily revenue from the ads is now up to 6% rather than 3% all the way down. So that becomes quite lucrative. Then you have your senior. So the senior needs to have at least 2 intermediates underneath it. Then the super needs to have at least 3 seniors. That becomes quite difficult. You need a huge network, and your network needs to be very active for you to do that. But that's how it works. I hope I've covered everything there. There may be a few little bits that you don't quite understand. Feel free to leave a comment on the YouTube channel and I'll get back to you. But hopefully this gives you a good understanding of how the referral system within VidiLook actually works.